Uzi Vert is with a woman named JT. If you don't know this woman, I'm going to give you some context. JT and Uzi, people love him. I met Uzi, was locked in with him at the studio. Bro, great vibes. But I don't know how he's in a relationship. But he's a great guy. I'm not saying that JT's a bad person either. However, I seen some shit recently was triggering to me. And I can't understand why women do this. And I hope as I'm giving commentary, you don't take it as, oh, Axe just being the authoritarian on this. I want y'all to give me feedback. You tell me. Because at times, I'm Uzi. It's fine. As a successful man dealing with a woman, now granted, and I know what you might say, well, the nigga dated a city girl. What are the mottos that they're preaching in their music? Fuck a nigga. Only stay for the bag. The only way he can show you love is running up a bag on you. We don't care about nothing else as long as the bag's coming in. However, most of these women are frauds. They act like if you take well care of them or you expend your resources and whatever on them, they're okay with whatever fuck shit because they're also outside. But it's false. It's a false narrative. All these women happen to be madly in love with guys from Young Miami. She's a side chick, but she's madly in love with Diddy. JT, she's madly in love with Uzi. Meg, she was madly in love with Tory, then Party Next Door, then some other dude I heard is a soccer player, something like that. Even Nicki Minaj, even though she was way before the time of the city girl, hot girl era, Nicki Minaj is married to a guy who's a regular nigga, who's a gangster, and trust and believe. I know people want to think differently. From what I hear, that nigga tells her what to do. So I say that to say a lot of these women, as much as they preach this sexual fluidity and, hey, we could be men too, we just want to fuck everything as long as we get money, they're usually lying. Now, I say that and try to preface it because it's too often we get situations like this. And I'm going to juxtapose it to another situation. You know how A$AP Rocky, they say A$AP Rocky showed up on a red carpet with him and Rihanna. A$AP Rocky, Rihanna, red carpet. Let's see if we can find a picture. A$AP Rocky, Rihanna, right here. A$AP Rocky, Rihanna. They said everybody was screaming, Rihanna, Rihanna, we love Fenty, we love you, we love Savage. They love Rihanna. A$AP Rocky better not dare embarrass Rihanna. With all due respect to A$AP Rocky, by the way, me and him have communicated. He invited me to the last Yams Day I remember. So I'm not being disrespectful to him, but I'm being honest. A$AP, you better not do no damn thing to embarrass Rihanna now. You're here for the ride. We're going to be honest. There's nothing wrong with that because I think you guys have beautiful kids, or one kid and another one to come. I think you guys make a great couple. But such is the case of the dynamic of the relationship. If A$AP Rocky ever did anything to disrespect Rihanna, ousted. Fuck him. Now, this isn't an A$AP Rocky or a Rihanna thing. I go back to Uzi and JT. Now, Rihanna is a unicorn. She's a one-on-one. She's like Beyonce. She's like, Diana Ross, Patti LaBelle. She's up there. I won't say Whitney Houston, God rest her soul, but let's be honest. She is one of those. Let's talk about Uzi and JT. And let's be honest about it. JT is a struggling artist. Her group, the City Girls, barely put out albums. They barely sell. She's never done a tour by herself. She can't even do, I don't think she could do Terminal 5, which holds up to 5,000 people at all, really. But let's say 2 nights in a row. Uzi could do that shit 8 nights in a row. By every metric and every exaggeration or every evaluation of their careers, Uzi is the Rihanna in that relationship. Uzi is way bigger than JT even purports to be. Uzi's that guy. Uzi's a legend of a whole generation that follows him. Uzi's a leader. Uzi's somebody who sold damn near 300,000 records. I guarantee you she can't sell 40,000 today. Do the multiplier and the math on that. Now, I say that to say because that doesn't matter in a relationship. And they do have a relationship. But it does matter when you both are very cognizant of the consequences of said relationship and said public output. That's why I mentioned A$AP Rocky, because despite if Rocky was upset at something, he would embarrass Rihanna or try to act up when it's her Fenty Beauty premiere. But yet still the story where Uzi is set to perform at the BET Awards. We haven't seen Uzi perform in years on a award show. He's dropping an album. It's actually coming this Friday. It's the Pink Tape. Uzi is still one of the icons of his generation when it comes to music. Now, I don't want to get in the nitty-gritty of who's right, what's appropriate, blah, blah. But the mere fact we don't even know why Uzi was viciously attacked by his girlfriend at an award show actually crystallizes all the problems with the modern day female. The modern day female has absolutely no sense of womanhood, have absolutely no sense of privacy, has absolutely no sense of class. They're all down to fight. They're down to argue. They're a walking embarrassment. And to be honest, they feel that's what showcases their worth. Gone are the days where, whether it's women or men, who have seen some shit or been into some shit, who knows, maybe Uzi did fuck up. And we're going to get into some of the things that he's accused of. That people can say, you know what, we're in public. It's like even with your mama, right? Your mama ever give you that look when you were a kid and be like, yo, we're in public, but wait till we get home. I'm going to fuck you up. Made sense. This was an in-house thing. We don't got to do it in front of the strangers, but make sure you know when you get back to the crib. These days, feminism and what I believe is the idolatry or the adultery or whatever of black ghetto-ness when it comes to women encourages the very opposite. Pig, swine behavior, uncivilized behavior is usually celebrated. So JT, who I could possibly argue shouldn't even be at the BET Awards. Fuck is you done? You have some goofy song with Diddy? You shouldn't even be there, girl. What you gonna perform? Act up? We don't want to hear that right now. Uzi, he has the hottest song. I want to rock. Body yaddy. We want to hear Uzi. You should be an accessory. You should be on his arm. You should be quiet. The saying, you should be seen and not heard, these women don't adopt to. So, let me continue the story. Uzi goes to the award show. But like normal, his girl believes she's the star of the whole thing. Nobody wants to see her perform. Nobody wants to hear what she has to say. This is a music event, and you're with one of the biggest musicians. How does she act when she feels any type of way? Let's go to this thread, people. So this is from a onlooker. It says, so I got to sit next to JT at the BT Awards. I loved her down. She's so pretty and down to earth. And Uzi opened the award show, and she was cheering her man on front and center. Okay? Okay? But then, when he got done performing, everyone did musical chairs. And JT ended up sitting on the right side of the front row. Uzi sat next to Ice Spice on the left where I was. So I peeped them conversing for a while. It didn't look like nothing too crazy, right? But next thing I know, JT pops up. She throws her phone at him, cursing at him, calling him a bitch ass nigga and shit. And then she made this nigga grab her phone and he chased after her. I love it. By the way, let me just point out, the person who's reporting this is a woman. Of course, she loves the fact that a woman, look, JT, this is a woman, pops up, throws her phones at him, curses at him, calls him a bitch ass nigga. Then she made him grab her phone and chase after her. That's what she loves. Okay. So she storms down the aisle, and he's right behind her. He's begging her to come back. Please come back, JT. Come back. What bag do you want? What car do you need? He finally gets her to come back, and she sits down. But is he in the middle of Ice Spice, who's on the right, and JT's on the left? When I tell you this man was pleading, he was pleading. Wow. You see, the modern, and I hate to make it racial, but the modern black female loves to emasculate niggas. They call you a bitch. They like for you to do bitch shit. The modern black female is masculine, and they look at the black male as feminine. They want to see you beg. They want to see you grovel. Again, this is the black female saying this. Just listen to how she's saying. When I tell you this man was pleading, oh, he was pleading. And she was acting like a brat. I love it! Tells you all you need to know. Tells you all you need to know. She's loving the fact that the man is begging and she's acting like a brat. Keep in mind, this is a slide over after she said that she threw two phones at him, called him a bitch ass nigga. Again, regardless if he was quote unquote talking to Ice Spice, because that's the thing they're saying. Yo, he was hollering at Ice Spice. Yo, he mentioned Ice Spice in one of his songs as he was performing. These songs have rehearsals. She knew, and he probably played that snippet of that song before. He mentioned Ice Spice. But okay. Listen to what she says. I've been in toxic shit before, so I get it. But then she motions to Ice Spice. It looks like Ice briefly explains something, looking pretty unbothered. I overheard him cussing at her too. So they both just be saying outlandish shit. It seems like, but after 20 minutes, she just starts ignoring his pleading and gets up and acts like she's paying attention to the performances. He tried to touch her and she almost clocked him. Anywho, I went to the bathroom and came back. They were gone. Thus ended the drama. My take is that she obviously heard him mentioning her in the song, and then to see them sitting next to each other talking pissed her off. She's not wrong. I'd be mad too. This message right here is the problem with society these days. Women feel that embarrassing and emasculating a man very publicly is all equivalent to what they believe they see on these reality shows. They love embarrassment. Publicly, they act a fool. Publicly, they're doing things that could jeopardize even your image. Because let's be honest. I mean, it's not like Uzi's on some future shit on some I don't give a fuck about a bitch. But we kind of looked at Uzi like, damn, my nigga, maybe you like extra whipped. Now, he might not be, but that's what the image that comes across. Now, I don't care. I don't know if he cares because he's a rock star. Who cares, right? But still. This woman says she not wrong. I'll be mad too. Now, here's a video of supposedly part of the altercation. I got a couple more. Here we go. He fighting hard to get her back. The only reason I mention this is because there's a very thin line between what's going on and being Chris Brown. And I know some of y'all like, what? Chris Brown and Rihanna just had a toxic relationship. It became time to go to one of these award shows, according to Chris Brown's story. Rihanna thought he was inviting this girl that she'd been thought he was fucking on. And, you know, these girls are like, oh, no, I just hate this one girl because I think you're fucking her. And when she saw a text message allegedly come through on his phone, she started swinging for the hills. She started punching him, this and third, threw his keys out the window, blah, 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 blah. He's driving, and we don't agree with this, but he snapped. However, the story doesn't matter about what she allegedly did. The story is that why the fuck did Chris Brown hit her? So I watched the idolization of how people are saying Uzi, who I think looks like a victim, sitting next to JT, everybody's laughing at him. He's fighting hard to get her back. They don't give a fuck. I mean, he's there chatting to her. Apparently that's still them. I'll show you a little bit more footage of allegedly what went on. But I kind of asked this question because I want this question to be asked to the majority of men. I don't want y'all to think that I'm no authority. I'm not. I have my flaws and my failures, and shit. I will always say this. Like it's crazy. Sometimes people try to use like the whole hard on thoughts shit against me. I said hard on thoughts. I never said fuck your girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like if you fucking bitches and you fucking hoes, you supposed to keep it player and not really give a fuck about them bitches. They're replaceable. Your girlfriend, you're not supposed to act like you on some super tough, I have no feelings type of shit. That's kind of weird, if you ask me. Okay? That's why it's hard on thoughts, not hard on your girlfriend. I have to make that very clear because I don't know if, I see a few little incel blogs try to like run with it. Like I wish I remember their names to call them out. They're idiots. They're like, oh, remember he was the hard on thoughts guy. My nigga, I never told y'all to be hard on your girlfriend. If you wifing up a thought, that's wrong. Hard on thoughts is not being hard on your girlfriend, gang. I fuck mad bitches. Like bitches you've never heard about. They don't get nothing. They get a flight, maybe a hotel room. That's it. If they want to go on and tell a story, that's them. That's hard on thoughts. Like, nigga, all right, fuck you out of here. You got a girlfriend that you love, my nigga, and by the nature of what love is, this is what I've always said, even about the whole fresh and fit shit, like this manosphere shit. Y'all niggas are delusional. Y'all are a bunch of niggas who are incels who've never gotten pussy, who think that having a girlfriend is just the same as getting pussy. Getting pussy should be a regular thing by the time you get a girlfriend. If you should treat your girlfriend good. Your girlfriend, by just definition, if you have any girlfriend, has some access to be able to. You have to be vulnerable to have a girlfriend or be in love, which means that person could affect your mood. They could also hurt you emotionally. A hoe is just a hoe. It's hard on thoughts. Thought is a hoe. Hard on thoughts, not hard on your girlfriend. So I seen there's a couple clown ass niggas who made YouTube videos. I'm like, bro, nobody ever told you to go like treat your girlfriend like shit. Like, y'all gotta learn life. Like, some of y'all are really still on this little kid shit. So this is why like I like breaking into the programming. I don't know these niggas' business, so I'm making this shit up. I don't nobody say this is inside information. Let's say Offset do be fucking hoes. Bro, yeah, he's supposed to fuck hoes, but he not supposed. Bro, he's supposed to fuck these hoes. They got no phone. They just literally get some nut. That's it. Kick them out of the hotel. They see you for the night. Yeah, but then he got a family with Cardi B. You're not going to be treating Cardi B like you treat the host. It's hard on thoughts, not hard on your wife. It's hard on thoughts, not hard on your family. Like, y'all niggas got to really learn life. That's the problem with the whole manosphere shit. None of y'all talk about family. And I ain't gonna lie, the whole manosphere should be looking goofy. Because until a nigga actually get a family or start getting relationships that you care about, you just sound like a nigga giving instructions to incels that don't get pussy. I'm telling y'all the truth. If you got a girlfriend right now, like JT got Uzi, right? Uzi got JT. Bro, I promise you, if JT pisses this nigga off, now granted, I don't agree with her trying to do anything that could be abusive, whether mental, physical, or definitely embarrassing him. I don't agree with none of that. Definitely not. She's out of pocket. But also, when people think about this whole, I gotta like crystallize this whole hard on thought shit, he can't treat his girlfriend like a hoe. You wouldn't wife up a hoe. You get what I mean? Now, granted, should he be a little bit like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like how yeah. Now I don't really be wifing no smuts. I don't like. I'm just showing y'all the difference. So like, whatever your place, I'm looking at JT like a city girl, but at the end of the day, JT and Uzi, they're together. He can't treat her like some regular thought, my nigga. Like, that's his girl. Now, I think she should have some type of decorum about her to be like, by the way, she's in the industry too. I think she shouldn't be acting that way, but she should also look at him to be like, yo, if I care about you and I care about your relationship and your image, I shouldn't be embarrassing you, because it kind of looks weird when you're seeing Uzi getting emasculated by his girl. Like, it looks weird. You feel what I'm saying? Now, granted, my nigga, clearly he's in love with the girl. Like, bro, he's not, bro, he disrespected the Britney Bird girl because, and he was with her before, because he's in love with this girl. It's just that I think a lot of most modern women, they're adopting behavior based on this popular, I call it thought culture, that they feel it's okay to really disrespect or embarrass their man. It's reality TV, Zeus culture. They're watching the Krishan Rocks. Well, okay, well, if you do this to me, I do that to you, which I just don't think that's the way to go. If we really think about it, look at somebody like, if we really think about it, look at somebody like, who's it going to say? Look at Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like, Beyonce told her side, but I don't think Beyonce embarrassed Jay-Z. But these new chicks, they'll put hands on you, spit on you, call you out your name, embarrassing your biggest moment, got people talking about you for all the wrong reasons. And after that, they'll be like, well, if you didn't want that, you shouldn't have fucked with me. I just think that's a problem. You know what I mean? So I said they're married, though. Nah, it's a different type of woman, bro. I'm telling you that. I'm going to give you an example. Like, one of my exes, like, back in the day, it's 2013 or something like that. A little bit before, 2013. Yeah, it's 2013, 2012. You know, I did some shit she ain't like, whatever. Now, she had an opportunity to publicly embarrass me. But what I'm trying to say is that women before, they used to keep their relationship and their problems in their relationship in house. Like, I remember listening to Angie Martinez back in the day. She said something really dope. I really like what she said. She said, yo, she gave advice to women. She said, don't look through your man's phone unless if you're willing to leave when you find what you think you might find. You know what I mean? And I think what that then kind of turns into and crystallizes as, if you're a woman and you're down to embarrass your man, like I feel like JT embarrassed Uzi, why do you stay with him then? You know what I mean? Don't embarrass the nigga, emasculate the nigga, basically put it into the air that he's almost lesser of a man, and then you still stay with him trying to work it out. You should just leave. Like, this is another angle of the whole situation.
Fucking goofy, I'm bitch. Give me your phone. I'm like that. Bitch ass nigga. Alright, sis. Alright. Do nothing, though. Give my fucking phone, bitch. Fucking goofy, I'm bitch. Give me your phone. I'm like that. Bitch ass nigga. Alright, sis. Alright. Do nothing, though. Give my fucking phone, bitch. Fucking goofy, I'm bitch. Give me your phone. I'm like that. Bitch ass nigga.
Okay, so that's her throwing the phone at Uzi. And apparently this is the picture that he took with Ice Spice. Now, people are telling me that it's because he said something about Ice Spice, which, by the way, you know, I don't know the inner details of their relationship. Maybe that's kind of disrespectful, right? Like, I'm gonna play the. Uzi mentioned Ice Spice in a performance. Let me show y'all right here. Okay, right here.
She didn't make up. I got a cop. Got ice to the brim. It's crush. You know what I mean? I got a nice wife. I'm out of this bitch. The wig came off twice. She a love bro. She look like Ice Spice.
Okay, so that's the lyric.
Nice wife. I'm out of this bitch. The wig came off twice. She had a love bro. She look like Ice Spice. She didn't make up.
So he mentioned Ice Spice to kind of show her at the end type shit. You feel me? And yeah, so he did that, and apparently they played musical chairs because everybody's moving around. People got to go present. People coming back to the crowd. They played musical chairs a little bit. He's sitting next to Ice Spice, and I guess he's talking to her. And he's not sitting next to his girl, not by choice. It's just how musical chairs works. And then JT is upset. Let me see what this is.
This are both Capricorns. That's why we got our fucking money.
So that's Ice Spice at the BET Awards. By the way, I heard this shit was ghetto. Let me tell you about what the BET Awards was. And by the way, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to have a distinction between the BET Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards. The BET Hip Hop Awards, you should go with a blade. Make sure if you could bring a gun, bring a gun. Like, niggas gonna try to jump you. Like, this is where all the hood niggas they invite. So they invite everybody who's beefing with each other, and they're like, let's see what happens. Now, the BET Awards is supposed to be very different. It's supposed to be very high esteemed. It's supposed to be about celebrating the legends. It's supposed to be more than the here and the now. However, BET not getting that much ratings no more. Like, niggas ain't really watching it. So, in reality, the main award show has turned into this ghetto nonsense where all they could do is invite all these people who are literally, like, well, I won't say literally and everybody, but they're mostly popping in the clubs. So what happens is you're getting a bunch of people fighting. I mean, like, no disrespect to, like, even Boosie. Like, Boosie showed up to the award show. I could swear Boosie was in there in a white t-shirt and, like, some short jeans. Like, right, if you're showing up to the beat, if you could show up to an award show looking like this, my nigga, like, and there's nothing wrong, like, essential with his dress. It's just that you could tell, nigga, this is just another fucking day at the office type shit. Let me see where's the Boosie shit. Yeah, Boosie was turned all the way up right here. My nigga, if you could show up in shorts and a white t-shirt to a BET Awards, bro, this shit is over, my nigga. This is some ghetto shit, gang. Nigga, this is how you walk to. This is how you go to the corner store. A white t-shirt and a red shorts. Like let's be honest. Like I'm being very like the whole thing that happened with the Migos when I went there. Niggas was still trying to like dress to impress. At this point in time, because the BET Awards need these celebrities more than they need them, niggas is doing whatever. Look at Boosie. Look.
Free Boosie, motherfucker!
It's cool, and by the way, you know, congrats to Boosie for having the song played and everything. But that's just the reality of it. So, the BET Awards at this point is just straight ghetto. I know they said some celebrity was about to buy it. Was it Tyler Perry? Hopefully that could I don't think it could be salvaged. You know, BET has lost its relevance since it can't be digital. It can't be within the here and now space. It's an antiquated platform that obviously still holds weight because it has a lot of historic shows from 106 and Park. I used to love Comic View. Everybody used to love The Basement, Freestyle. People used to like BET Uncut. People like College Hill. There's a lot of programming that BET brought us. Like, I would definitely not just act like they're just complete dirt. But there is a time now that the relevance and the esteem and the prestige that it could bring is just not the same. This ain't the Grammys. You won't have Boosie showing up with short pants with his fucking thighs showing at the Grammys. But he feels that comfortable because it's the BET Awards. It is what it is. Now, if niggas, like, play this. You ever wonder why clubs have dress code? If you go into a club and niggas is dressed in any type of way, this is like an outfit niggas was scrapping. If niggas all come in suits, they were less likely to scrap. But if niggas is coming in like pool party attire, niggas is all coming in hoodies, niggas is coming with ski mask, you could imagine that they're down to do a lot more fuckery. We just got to be honest about it. So the BET Awards at this point is kind of dirt. And I think that's why all that stuff happened there. Again, still not hating on it, but I think they got to revamp what they're doing with this whole situation. Yeah. Back to the Uzi and Ice Spice, and JT thing. There's also another weird angle about this where Uzi and Ice. So here we go. So I don't know if I believe this, but this is another running theory, right? So Ice Spice is really close with Nicki Minaj, right? And I think JT's like a huge fan of Nicki Minaj. However, there's like this little jealousy between them. I don't know what the fuck, man. I honestly don't know. Yeah, nah, it do look like ATL nightclub. Anyway, I send prayers to Uzi. He did try to flip it into some positive PR, and I got